Averaging 32 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists, with shooting splits of 51% from the field and 41% from deep, Luka Doncic has been on a tear so far this season, just uplifting this Dallas Mavericks team to a record of 8-2 at the time of recording this video. Looking more in shape, more locked in, and much improved all around, you can't deny the high level of play we've seen from Doncic so far, and if he can sustain this, then we could definitely be looking at an MVP season in the works. For the 35 minutes Luka is on the floor for the Mavs at night, the team has an offensive rating of 123 and shoots 50% from the field and 40% from deep. Yeah, his presence on the court means a lot to this team, and if you've been watching the Mavs, you can really see just how much he does on the court night in and night out. Like, look at this. Off this drive, Luka has many options available. For the most obvious, it would be a floater over the defense. Second, it would be a lob up top to Lively on the backside. A third option could be a kick out to Kyrie in the corner. And for the very last, it would be this dish out to Derrick Jones Jr. Luka just being Luka, he picks the most difficult pass in this situation and gets this pass out to the corner for the Jones Jr. three-pointer. Yeah, I know, that pass was on point, highly difficult, and most of all, very eye-catching. It's not even that Luka intentionally tries to play a little flashy, but when that opening presents itself, you better tighten up because Luka will make sure to get it to his destination no matter what. For the defense, it can just be the world's hardest puzzle to figure out with Luka because just when you think he would be going up for the layup here, he instead dimes this out to Kyrie in the opposite corner for the wide open three. Truly masterful, or shall I say real magic. Luka generates so much attention on the court that it opens up so many options around him, and at this point, it's pretty much pick your poison for the defense. Either you guard straight up and let Luka get a bucket, or you send guys to help when he's attacking, but just remember, here's where he makes those quick reads. When receiving this handoff, Doncic pulls 2 defenders his way, so with option 1 and 2 opening up, Luka no-looks his pass to Powell on the cut as he goes to complete the and 1. See how you can't afford to leave different looks for Luka to choose from? It puts a defender in a position of having to split the ground between 2 guys, not really committing to one, which in turn opens up opportunities to get the pass through. Times when you see Luka getting deep into the paint, you'll see defenders try to help on the low side like Anunoby does here, but since he's so locked in on Luka, he loses XM on the back door and it makes for an easy lay. Now that he's completed a couple passes and he's flowing within the offense, well, this is when it gets scary for the opposing team because these lobs that he throws off the roll become a major concern, and then once you get focused on that, well, right when you think the lob is coming, it's actually a kick out to the strong side corner. See what I mean? It's the small details into the passing that separates Doncic from other young guys in the league. It's like he's already seen the future and he knows what the defense will do, so he just enjoys outfooling them with these dimes. I know some people would say Luka is a ball hog and playing around him probably isn't the best and blah 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 blah, but when you look at the way he can create open looks for his guys, you can't sit up here and say he isn't a good teammate. Not only does his playmaking skills grant them easy looks, but it lifts the pressure off other guys having to create shots for themselves. It's honestly so much value that he adds when it comes to his passing, but that's just where it all starts as his scoring is explosive in his own rights. When analyzing Luka's game and really paying attention to the little things that make him effective, you can honestly get lost in the amount of things he can do on the floor. Whether it's going to the basket while outmaneuvering defenders, getting sturdy in that mid-range to knock it down, or if he decides to snipe you out the game from deep, Luka can have his way with the defense on any given night, and you better hope he isn't hot the game you have to guard him. Let me ask you all this, what's your favorite aspect of Luka's scoring? Let me know in the comments. For my answer, I would have to choose his inside scoring. It's just so unique and crafty, it makes him stand out a ton. Like look, first Luka splits the defense with a handle, and then using that passing threat to his advantage, he just fakes out Kawhi with his pass fake and coasts in for the lay. By blending many different skills together, it makes it tough for the defense to slow him down or stop him on his path to the basket, as Luka can adapt to whatever the defense throws at him in a split second. Suggs plays aggressive D, stopping Luka going one way, but when Luka changes directions again, he gets shifted. Then when coming off this screen, Mo Wagner steps up all the way, but that's no issue for Luka as he still buries this tough flow jumper. It's not really a shot you expect someone to take at that exact moment and area within the offense, but that's what makes Luka's whole game. His movements and decisions on the court are all things that the defense wouldn't expect, so when he does pull off these moves, no one is ready for it. For example, when slashing to the rim, if Luka knows the defense is close enough, he'll slow down the last 2 steps to either draw the foul or fake them out, and in this case he was searching for the foul but still connects on the bucket. To be able to slow down your steps like that and stay balanced the whole way through is impressive, and for defenders, well, they can be caught off guard like Washington here and just fly right past him to watch the ball fall through the basket. It's such a subtle change of pace that it keeps the defense on their toes, and hey, you tell me, On this attack versus Siakam, doesn't it look like Luka took some tips from Kyrie as he changes speeds and directions with a swiftness on his way to go score? Yeah, like I said earlier, he's looking the best he ever has, his inside finishing has been superb to say the least, and just when defenses think they have him figured out, well, here's where his shot creation comes in. Certain things may look simple on the court, but trust me, they all serve their purpose. When watching Luka come off this screen, you'll see that the big doesn't fully commit, nor is he heavily in drop coverage, so by wrapping back out to the 3-point line with OG coming from his right side, he knows OG can't really get a good contest without fouling, so it's bombs away for the bucket. Simple that may be, so hey, let's take it up a notch. Driving at PJ Tucker here, when the defense starts to close in, Luka low carries the ball to avoid the strip, and since Tucker's momentum is still going downhill, Doncic euros back to the middle to create the space needed, and instead of going forward with the float, he leans back for a fadeaway, giving him even more space to knock it down. Just by being such a great floor navigator, it allows him to get to his spots like we just seen in the play previously, and on this attack versus the Hornets, Luka splits the defense with a vicious spin move, then as he pushes in further, he's met by the wall of defenders, so this spin back away from the defense is used, and with no regard for the LaMelo contest, Luka dots it right in his eye. So now are things starting to look a little bit more complex to you? The read and react timing of Luka is simply ridiculous, and that's all you're seeing on these plays. You'll have forwards and guards around the league who just move around the court recklessly with no real purpose, but with Doncic, every move is calculated, and for everything the defense throws at him, well guess what? Luka has a counter for it. Whether it's a quick 1-2 move into a nice jumper over the top of the defense, or if it's him seeing what the defense is doing and changes paces to get the shot he wants. Honestly, there's no shot on the court Luka doesn't like, and it's up to the defense to make it hard for him to get looks at the basket. If defenses don't come up with a scheme to stop him or at least slow him down, then they're pretty much in for a long night. Because not only will he be picking you apart with his facilitating, but now he's cooking you with his inside out scoring, and once he's in his groove, well here comes these tough fades out the post just making the defense look elementary. And then to dish out the ultimate disrespect, Luka slowly rocks Paolo to sleep with the size up, and whenever he's ready and chooses, well he rises up to knock down his walk down 3 right in your grill. Just like I asked in my previous video over Nikola Jokic that you all should check out, how should we guard Luka? Like for real, me and you are a guard and forward pair, how should we scheme to stop him? Are we switching everything, sending a double and then rotating, guarding him straight up 1v1? What do you think? I'm curious to know because so far no team has really been able to stop Luka, and it looks like he's on route to have an MVP season. The Dallas Mavericks are rolling right now, and behind Luka Doncic, they honestly can do special things, but trust me, it's not going to be easy whatsoever as they will have to be on their game each and every single night. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like before heading over to watch this Nikola Jokic analysis. I thank you all for your support, and I'll see you in the next video.